Okay, this here's Preacher again. How you doing out there? Uh, this video is going to be what I'm starting to like to call my instructional video. This is not a preacher story. This is for people that are starting out like maybe thinking about fucking up, maybe thinking about getting high. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what you'll miss if you go to the penitentiary. Alright. You know, I was pretty much always in maximum security penitentiaries, alright? Preacher did bad things, alright? And they put me in prison for long periods at a time. Alright? And I had single cell status because I had killed a man in the yard in San Quentin years ago. And so you tell the shrink when you get to a pen, look, I killed my Sally way back when, da-da-da-da-da. They check, they see you got a homicide in the past, they'll give you single cell, all right? Now, you can move somebody in, but they got a sign saying if you murder them, they're not liable. But aside from all that, you know, when you're in a situation like that, and 10 o'clock comes and the cop slams that big metal door and turns that key and looks at you like you're a piece of shit, because they all think you're a piece of shit. I don't care how nice you think they are. Do not get on the man's leg. I mean, don't kiss the cop's ass. He is not your fucking friend. Alright? He's gonna treat you like shit when the time comes to treat you like shit. There's only two kinds of cops. There's not any good cops. There's not any cool cops and any uncool cops. There's lazy cops and there's not lazy cops. Lazy cops are what a lot of guys will call cool cops. Right, because they don't bust you for everything. And people think it's because they're cool. No, it's because they're lazy and they don't want to write it up. So they let it go. And the ones that aren't lazy, they bust you for everything. Unless you want to tell on somebody and get some holes poked in you. No telling. Alright. But back to what I was saying. When the cop closes that door at 10 o'clock and he turns that key and he looks in at you like you're a piece of shit that he thinks you are, it's an awful lonely feeling. And knowing you're going to be locked in that box for years and years and years. And, you know, you can call your family once in a while. If you're in state prison in California, some joints you're going to get the phone once a week. Some joints you're going to get the phone once a month. All right. Some joints you might get to the phone once every 3 months. In the feds, there's certain joints like that also. All right. In the Arizona state prison system, you can use the phone pretty much when you want, but you can only make one call a day. And they're going to book you on money. Your people are going to pay through the nose to talk to you. Visiting, now look. There's drugs in prison, but you don't want to fuck with them. Alright? Because for one, they're giving UAs all the time. That's urine tests. They're testing for drugs. If somebody sees you high and they tell on you, or they slip them in, somebody don't like... Look, no one is your friend at first. Nobody is going to care what happens to you until you prove yourself. And proving yourself could cost you an extra 10, 15 years added onto your sentence. Now, if you like to have love in your life, family, prison is not the place to be. Take it from a guy that wasted his whole life in the penitentiary. A guy that, even as we speak right now, I'm having trouble out here. Alright? because I'm institutionalized. Last weekend I actually thought about just going back. And that's the truth. Because it's hard out here for a guy like me. They stole my truck the other day. Somebody did. I didn't even call the cops. You know why? Because I can't make myself do it. It's just not in me to call the cops. If I can't deal with it myself, I'm just out. So you don't want to be like Preacher. You might think Preacher's stories are cool. You might think Preacher's cool. But Preacher really ain't cool. Preacher's a loser. Alright? I'm trying now. I'm trying hard. But I seriously don't know if I'm going to make it out here. So, subscribe to my channel. Like my channel. And remember, stay the fuck out of the penitentiary. Because for another thing, if you're pretty, well, and you go to the right spot, in the right state, and nobody knows you, don't take anything from any other race. All right, remember, don't take anything. No food items especially, no cigarettes, no none of that. All right. And I'll tell you a little bit more tomorrow. But remember, be good. I mean, smoking weed, it's legal now. What the hell? All right. But don't, look, I'm going to talk tomorrow about fentanyl. All right. Fentanyl is terrible shit. Anyway, remember, November 3rd, it's important you listen to my video November 3rd, because I'm going to have to pump my nuts up from now all the way till then to put this video out there. Because this video hurts to say. Take it easy, folks. I'll see you tomorrow.